Probably not traditional, I will tell you.
What makes you different than?
Well, it's a philosophy. There is a deceased mate. You know, I passed on about like 16 years ago, and I went with it. It was a very good marriage, but when she passed on, you know, without no warning, no nothing. So.
That was your soulmate?
Yeah, that was my soulmate. They're hard to find.
She's been gone for 16 years.
Yeah.
So how do you go on? I mean, it must be hard.
It is, but it's something that one has to face. You're not guaranteed anything in a marital relationship. You're not. I like my mate was, we're Moravian, so we kind of know, some aspects of what's going on here. I mean,
what was her name?
First name was Madeline.
Where'd you meet her, at the country dance?
No.
Is this for my pit?
She had a residence that was not the primary residence, in words. At this time she was, boarding out, so to speak. Our paths accidentally crossed. And like, most males didn't intend to get involved, but it happened, so
that's crazy.
that's how it went. Or it's just a spur of the moment, something that worked out, very, very well for me. And I have no bones to pick with the ideology of matrimony. I don't have no bones there. Never have.
I can picture you smoking a corncob pipe.
I don't have one. It's been about like 7 months ago I gave up cigars, so that probably wouldn't be a good idea.
You like cigars?
They are. Yeah, I did, but those days are gone. They're gone.
So what are you doing? What's your life like now?
Well, in other words, it's this, a hand to, or in other words, it's hand to some portion of your body. In other words, that's constant motion, so to speak. In other words, a cigar, it kind of, what can I say? It propped up that idea. It did. In other words, as long as you're doing something, you're okay. But if you weren't, well, there you went.
Yeah, I want you to meet this very interesting gentleman here.
Hi, interesting gentleman.
How you doing? How you doing?
Well, just fine, thank you.
I think she's looking for a new boyfriend.
You reckon?
Don't you love this guy?
I've been looking for a long time, though. And I'm getting older every year.
Nice to meet you, sir.
And this one,
that's not exactly a fence, or it portrays the act of a fence, but that's not what it is.
I think it was made to entangle the savages.
Yes, that was his purpose.
Do you have a shotgun?
No.
I can picture you as a hunter.
No, I grew up in a large metropolitan area, about like 67 miles from here. Ooh.
You're like nothing that I thought you'd be like. I mean, the stories you're telling me is nothing like I ever imagined. I thought you'd be...
I don't know. I have, idiosyncrasies and such as that, and that comes along with, part of life, and everybody, has certain amounts. Well, I have more than somebody else. Have no idea.
We just saw this whole picture. Oh my gosh, we need to come in here. This is wonderful. It is, and I've enjoyed it. We've been to Fab.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, in other words, I see what you're getting at. In other words,
when you talk to somebody,
label me as a true Southerner with certain aspects, and accoutrements and all that went with it. I don't know.
Well, usually,
I can't quite say that on my behalf. In other words, unless you've been in the military, words, you won't really realize what that means. In words, you have to go through basic training. The first couple of days in, you'll learn that you're not by yourself.
But I knew he was
not.
So after the
by
war,
no means.
He would love this because
after the war, you never picked up a gun again.
No.
so he would love this.
No, I saw enough of that and I went with it.
Yes.
You don't hunt rabbits, or?
No. As a matter of fact, this county right here at one time or another had what was known as the annual rabbit bop. Yeah, it did. And I will tell you beyond a shadow of a doubt, I don't know of no other place that had, in words, Earl County had the world famous, and I don't know what goes on today or not now, it was called the annual rabbit ball. Most the willing participants was farmers from, you know, a wide area. Which, they came to an ascribed location, and there were some rabbits turned loose in the field. They brought a club of appropriate size. A small stick wasn't going to work, so it had to be pretty hefty, and it was just something that you picked up, or you could have went to the trouble of, you know, cars or semi-carve out a club and all that. In other words, the idea here was just to temporarily, you know, what can I say, stun the rabbit. In other words, hopefully, barehandedly, you know, you was able, you know, get a handle on him so that you could put him in a sack when you brought him back. And then, sometimes, if you wished, you could take him home and all that mess, you know, and put him up and all that, you know, and while one day, 2 or 3 years after you caught him and all that, you could turn him into, you know, fried rabbit, or you could turn the rabbit back in, or whatever it is. In other words, the idea here was not to use firearms on, you know, small animal to be found, you know, in fields such as that. Wildlife, I don't know. That was kind of about the time the wildlife around here got to be extremely scarce. You know, which you know, through what can I say? You know, human activities and poisoning. You know, and that was in the period of time where, you know, lead-based agrochemicals and all that was, you know, placed upon the land and all that. And they got scarce around here. Days gone by, that was accepted norm. In words, lead, arsenic, and whatever it was, you know, the major chemical companies, you know, manufactured it at that time with the chemical engineers, and us not knowing, you know, how poisonous that stuff was, and wound up in the air and the water and who knows what all else. The next thing you know, in other words, the population had general become at great risk. That stuff that's pretty potent. Any varmint survived that if you applied it on the Lord.
Guess what he did for work? You never guess. Ladies, hold your hands.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it's a ladies' man.
Are you a lady?
Well known, I'll promise you. Well known.
Oh, really? Just throughout the
South? Do you ever go north?
Yeah, I don't know. Now, we ship hosiery overseas for years.
What
And his name is Haynes, H-A-N-E-S, Haynes.
Certainly, everybody knows that name.
In other words, I was, for years, like 32 of them, in other words, I saw it to that name at least meant something in the world of fashion. It did.
Were you in the factory or were you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what, were you on the machinery,
No,
manufacturing the?
In a certain sense, you could say machinery.
than what you might think. No, I was not. I was a non-production person. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Okay. So what brings you to this event today?
Well, there's those who are, kind of watching out for the kitchen tent and, doing a
Lunches, those are the folks.
Well, I
Yes,
see
for
that
him and
gentleman
her.
up there is building a fence. I never knew how they build a fence. That fence is going to be like this fence over here? Is that what they're doing? I think so.
I'd like to build a fence of hosiery.